We on. We live now. I think we are. What about now? I got live 25. It's on.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey,
All honor,
Shalom.
glory, praises to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Krakadash.
abundance again to our apostles and elders of the millstone. Salutations to our sister I give push this word across the four corners of the world. This is GMS Mississippi Camp, just in the spirit, going into just various topics and more so just going to how we're at the end of America's rule. This great superpower that once was, now we're seeing the downfalls of it, from a spiritual, a moral, a financial aspect. And very soon, Yahweh by Hashem Shah is going to lay down that physical aspect down as well, during his second coming, So we're just going to start with some precepts on Aparat Design, you all be edified.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, starting verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed.
Can you restart again?
Jeremiah 51, verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. He has made all the earth drunken.
Yeah, so the golden cup, it goes to the influence America has. How we go into the westernization, America's democracy. They can spiritually intoxicate these other nations with America's influence. Then you start seeing everybody around the world imitating this great whore, America. So America has been intoxicated, and who's doing it? Let's get Revelation 17:1.
It's Revelation 17:1. And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying to me, Come hither, and I will show thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Yeah, so many waters goes to like many people. America's known as what, that great melting pot. It's a mixture of all these different nations, different philosophies, different religions, beliefs. So that's all balled up into one within America. That's why America's known as the city of confusion. And that's a mixture of confusion. You got all these mixed ideas and ideologies all within one. But you call yourself the United States.
Verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and that the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of fornication.
Yeah, to that wine of fornication, going to that immorality of America. Americanization, westernization, of America's democracy, all of that is anti-Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. So therefore, if you're going anti-Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, we know by default, how the Most High is not the author of confusion. What's going to spread forth through amongst these nations? Nothing but confusion, Satanism, So anything you can think of on the left-hand side. And that's who's doing it, the kings of the earth. These elites on the left-hand side that Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua has appointed to be the wicked, according to the scriptures. They're in control of all this madness and confusion that's going on within America. They're in control of this organized chaos that's happening within America right now. That's why you see America circling the drain. So back in Jeremiah 51.
Back in Jeremiah 51:7, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And they're mad because, Babylon pretty much has played.
Yeah.
These different nations, come over here to America to flourish in life. And they had their run. America did give them some perks. They get to come over here, they get grants, they live tax-free. Well, not tax-free, but, they have these different tax cuts.
Exemptions.
They get these different businesses and stores and everything. But at the end of the day, it's nothing that was going to be a profitable business or situation longevity.
That's it.
So now Esau is he's taking more. He's putting them out the country. He's locking them up. He's deeming them terrorists. We've seen all this stuff around 9/11. You know what I'm saying? So everything that Esau does is to benefit his well-being or his agenda. And now the other nations are mad with each other because they have got the short end of the stick. Now they got to flee back to their country where America hasn't even been over there. Polluted their democracy, their way of living, their culture, taking their resources. Man. So the other nations are mad because the devil, he hoards everything for himself and he go into their countries and bring forth his pretty much his draconian measures. Man.
And this the book of Psalm 58, so verse 3. Also verse 2, it said, yea, in hearts you work wickedness, you weigh the violence of the hands, you weigh the violence in your hands of the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb, they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison, going to that Babylonian wine, is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that's stopping her ear.
Yeah, hey, read it. Read that in the NLT, see what it says.
Like this Psalm 58, verse 2 in NLT.
Right.
New Living Translation. No, you plot justice in your hearts. You spread violence throughout the land.
His legislation, you know, your philosophies, you know, is spread throughout the four corners of the world. Democracy, Christianity, you know, westernization. Go ahead, bro.
These wicked people are born sinners.
These wicked people are born sinners. And who are the wicked? The Edomites, Malachi 1 and 4. So-called white people whose lineage goes back to Esau on their father's side. Go ahead, bro.
Even from birth, they have lied and gone their own way.
So you're born wicked. You know, as soon as you come on earth, you are the wicked, right? 2 years old, you're the wicked. 3 years old, you're the wicked. It's just in your nature to do so.
So when you come out the womb.
Right.
It's look it up. Ecclesiastes 1 and 15. That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
So Esau can never be made righteous because the Most High has perfected him in wickedness.
And that which is wanting cannot be opened.
Yeah, and if something is wanting, is missing, is lacking. So Esau is lacking the spirit, right? And that's just the way he's made. There's no such thing as a good so-called white person.
Because if he's estranged from the womb, that shows you that this is hereditary. It's in the bloodline. Because to come from the womb and already be estranged, then you had to get it from your father, your forefather.
Right,
So
right.
it's their DNA. There's no change in it. And it goes all the way back to Cain.
That's a good point, because a lot of people like to say in Revelation how Jacob had love and Esau had hated. So a lot of people like to try to save Esau and say, well, that's only talking about Esau, not his inhabitants. But if you read Malachi first chapter, it goes into about like the inhabitants, you know, the descendants of Esau even. So it's like a collective that the Most High hates them.
I got one now. Like this Habakkuk 2 and 4. See, behold, his soul is which is lifted up. It's not upright in him.
And look what this man is trying to do. Like, they show you via their legislation that they're the wicked, man. And really, at the end of the day, what they want is they're seeking what? Immortality, right? They want their birthright, and they're willing to do any and everything for it. But your father gave it up fair and square and then started crying and pounding about it. That's what I don't fucking get. When Cain murdered Abel, he did the same thing, crying and pounding. You did it. Go ahead, bro.
He lied.
Yeah.
Asked him, look, what's your brother?
Not my brother's keeper.
Not my brother's keeper. First lie, right there. Cain, these are the same people. Came back, spirit, same spirits.
Yup.
Right? It said, but the just should live by faith.
Right, and that's the righteous. That's the elect. So with the 144,000 trickling down to the elected men, women, and children. And America is over. America, again, is not coming back. And we see that. Even in Dallas, I remember, you know, I haven't been out here in some years, but Dallas was clean. Like, Dallas is dirty. Dallas looks like L.A., you know, 5 or 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, and that's all praise to Yahweh Shem Al-Shah, letting you know that America is on that spiritual downfall.
Verse 5. Yeah, he also, because he transgresses by wine,
Right, he transgresses by wine, his doctrine, his philosophies. Right, go ahead.
he's a proud man.
Right, Esau is very proud because he thinks he cannot be taken down. He thinks he's going to rule forever.
Neither can keep it at home who indulges his desire as hell.
Right. So neither can he be kept at home. Meaning what? He's always in other people's business. He's always in these other nations' affairs, trying to plot and install his puppet government to take their resources to indoctrinate them in his philosophy.
Worldwide police.
Yeah, the worldwide police.
His desire as hell and as death, it can't be satisfied.
Right, because death can never be satisfied. Look how many people die per second, per minute, per hour, per day. You cannot satisfy death. And Esau is just like this. The nobility has everything. They literally have the world in their hand. But at the same time frame, they want to microchip everybody.
It shows you that how Eve is Esau's right hand one man, because Eve had everything, but she could not be satisfied.
Not be
To the
satisfied.
point she accepted the offer of the serpent.
Mm-hmm.
And until this day, she still can't be satisfied, just as Esau can't be satisfied. That's why Eve is going to get a judgment pretty much that's going to mirror the judgment of Esau.
That's right.
He cannot be satisfied, but gather into himself, into him, all nations, and heap him to all people.
And that's what it's all about. And he wants to do that within the concept of this new world order, right?
So back to Psalm 58, verse 3 in the NLT. It says, "These wicked people are born sinners.
Mhm.
Even from birth they have lied and gone their own way.
That's what they do.
They spit venom like deadly snakes."
Their philosophies, a deadly snake, and then a venom from a deadly snake can kill you. So believing in their lifestyle, believing in their philosophies, is going to do what? It's going to get you judged. It's going to get you judged. And if you are an Israelite, a so-called Negro, Hispanic, or Native American, you're supposed to be following the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, right?
That shows you through the spirit. That same spirit, it retraces back into that serpent within the garden with Eve.
Yup,
When it says
yeah,
about Eve, about the serpent, he's very cunning.
right.
Going to how he's very artful.
Uh-huh.
He's subtle. He's very just crafty the way that he moves and maneuvers throughout the earth.
And look how she got bit.
Like a snake, just like an actual physical snake, it withers.
Mm-hmm.
Esau does with his different legislations. Like he always have like rules on top of rules.
Yeah.
Like this is supposed to be the United States, but you have like a law within Mississippi be way more different than laws in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Right.
I was looking up about the boat situation. I mean, certain in Florida, you ain't got no damn boat license to drive a boat. But in Mississippi, you gotta be born. You gotta be born. The legislature stopped 1980. After that, you gotta have a boating license. But every other state, different state, just you got rules, you got laws in different states that you know, I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Some stuff this devil does just don't make no sense, man.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, barbering, you have to go to school, take all these tests, then you have to take a final exam, and that shit could take anywhere from 9 to 13 months. But you can go be a damn cop, and you can have a license to kill within like 7 to 8 months, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Or what about in certain states, this age group is considered minors.
Yeah.
And in a different state, this age group is
Yep.
considered minors.
That's crazy.
This shit is
That's
stupid.
confusion.
That's
man.
confusion, man.
That's
You
confusion.
know?
So it says they spit venom like deadly snakes.
And that's what he does with his legislation, man. His legislation. He spits venom. He spits his legislation just like a deadly snake. That legislation is going to get a lot of people fucking murdered.
Yeah.
Right?
And the way he just like those politicians, Esau Edom, how they try to articulate their words.
Yeah.
A lot of people get caught up into those wells.
Yeah.
And what does the snake do? It sit, it waits, and it strikes
Yeah.
when you're at your most vulnerable,
That's right.
unaware moment.
Yeah.
And now people are at a vulnerable moment. They unaware of what's really going on. And now this devil's finna strike, man.
Man, that's a beautiful point because I'm thinking about, like, let's just say a person is normally just in the woods doing his routine, just walking.
Yeah.
That's symbolic for a person, you know what I'm saying, just like just normal. And then all of a sudden that snake out of nowhere just strike you. And that's what's gonna happen.
Life changing.
A life changing. When this microchip is mandated, things are going to be life changing. Okay, and we see it's headed there now because Trump, bro, America is under. It's no more democracy. Trump is literally telling you he's a fucking dictator. Free speech is gone.
It's over.
It's over.
You're gonna start reaping reaping the what's the word I'm saying? Repercussions for trying to still practice that preaching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So he said, so they are like cobras that refuse to listen.
Right. Right. They're like cobras because they're the wicked. And then how are they refusing to? I mean, how are they refusing to listen? Hey, the prophets. All right, the prophets is telling them that they're going off, they're doing wrong. You know, but they're still in their feeble, crazy mind. They're trying to do things to, offset prophecy. Stop the invasion of Yahweh Shah. Kill off the elect. So basically they can have the blessing, and so on and so forth.
Like this Psalms 10 and 7, I'm reading NLT. It said their mouths are full of cursing and lies, and threats.
You can't believe nothing that Edomite say.
Look at everything Trump said he was gonna do.
Yeah.
The things he wasn't gonna do.
Right.
He wasn't gonna bring forth no digital system.
Just
He was gonna
free speech.
Healthcare, yeah. But now he got technocrats around him. You know what I'm saying? He's all for a digital society.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's going back on everything that he said he was gonna do, and reneging on what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
And look, but he still told people because of the speech. We always bring it up.
Yeah.
It's the serpent that was healed and said when he struck the woman that healed.
You knew I was a snake. That's right.
So it's a surprise, but it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So that's that two horns like a lamb.
That forked tongue.
Yeah, but he spake what? Like a dragon.
Yep.
Yeah. And now we're seeing him speak like a dragon. Go ahead, bro.
The Psalms 10 and 7 in NLT said their mouths are full of curses, lies, and threats.
And that's what Trump threatened us. He
Yeah.
threatening what he's going to do and things of that nature. And we see it in spirit. He's talking to us, man. The prophets. Go ahead, bro.
Trouble, and evils are on the tips of their tongue.
Want to add to that, bro?
Yeah, like you're saying, like people gotta understand, like the lies they tell, because they tell these lies and people they get everybody to believe it. Like the scripture, like 2 Corinthians 2 and 4, like the power of God.
I got you.
Yeah. And basically, like you said, hey, they lie so good and got everybody believing it. And that situation happened, with that cake. We're talking about this. I don't want to say it, that situation. I'm not saying.
Man, I'm like, Pac, say his name.
Say it.
Fuck it, man.
Kirk K.
Yeah,
That situation. Yeah.
Kirk.
Oh.
That situation.
Yeah.
But you see how that played people.
Yeah.
They got all the people in their feelings, because you had a certain white group. White fight back.
Yeah.
And we ain't had nothing, like we had something to do with the shit.
Right.
And they're trying to go against it, but it's some lies that bill that put on them.
But people are stupid. Now, why are they targeting Jake when another fellow counterpart so-called murdered him?
Right.
What do we have to do with this shit?
Yeah.
That's what society needs to be asking, even him. Like, how are you targeting us? You know what I'm saying? When it was that shit was white on white crime, per se.
Yeah, but you see how the media, how everybody flipped it.
Yeah.
Jay done it because you know why? Because we the face of violence.
That's right.
We ain't out there. We out there. What you call it? Out there marching by some training, all that bullshit. We don't. Some people out there normal like Jay don't give a protest about that shit. And Jay protest about that killing and shit. But that shit right there, that's not Jake. We ain't gonna over the motherfucker that bullshit he talked. But anyway, go ahead, bro.
Cause Jake trying to kill their own.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in hoping and praying that it be a crazy damn matter that no king march they having today.
Oh yeah.
But I want to say a brother was talking about Trump was trying to counsel that, shut that shit down.
I hope he don't.
Lord will.
Yeah. And the way his wife, she pushing do something. But that's how they want something. You know how to go ahead, bro.
In 2 Corinthians 4 and 4, the NLT, Satan, who is the God of this world, has blinded the minds of those who don't believe. They are unable to see the glorious light of the good news. They don't understand this message about the glory of Yahweh Shah, who his exact likeness of Yahweh.
No. And our people, mainly this our people really don't, our people blinded by this truth. Because we can tell you all day, we can show you if the Lord said, oh no, I don't believe that, that's your interpretation. But Satan got them so bad, you show them your house shot, you show them JC. No, I've been taught all my life, it's this.
Yeah.
Instead of your house shot. But they our people so gone, so out of it about the truth, they don't want to see the real truth, man. Because he's always putting in the head, bam, pounding it.
Stockholm syndrome.
That's it.
Hey, what's about it?
I would say it really resorts back to the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
This Obadiah.
Because we've been
Obadiah.
instilled with those same type of lies.
Yeah.
Over these years. The
Goes
generation.
into
That shows you like the Lord gave us like the Holy Spirit to be able to
Ness.
see. Yeah, to see and
See.
decipher,
go to the
man.
go to the
So
book
that's
of
a great
Obadiah.
point.
Yeah, because they don't see nothing but, and like you need straight tell them and show them that this is the truth. But they just, but and the Lord done it to them too though. So when he come back, he gonna judge them for it.
Right. Our people really fit the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Yeah.
Like you are really lost and wondering in all the directions.
Let's
that you
start
know about how
read
sheep
to
are
verse
trying to see
4.
what it gets.
Yeah, he said we lost.
Yeah.
We lost.
Yeah, 1 and 4.
When people are lost, we are it.
We
Yeah.
lost.
Like
Yeah.
JJ said for good times.
That's right.
Hey,
Who made that show? A ish person.
Yep.
And what did like the elder had brought out when you get Yahweh Shai and JC, who they lean towards in that same episode before the image said when Michael
Yeah.
told that image.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know?
My family,
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
this ain't mine. This is what I grew up on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
like
what you grew up on. It's the
Like,
truth.
Jake will still want to be that same OG. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Never want to change
yeah.
or try to upgrade anything like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Obadiah 1 through 4.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, starting at verse 1.
Yeah.
The vision of Obadiah.
All right, so the prophecy of Obadiah. Go ahead, bro.
Thus saith the Lord Yahweh our power concerning Edom.
Right?
We have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is set among the heathen.
Mm-hmm. I think, the elders used to break that down. Like, you had a president by the name of Nasir. Yeah, Nasar.
Second president of Egypt.
Right. So basically, he was saying that, how the Jews left black, so-called black, and came back so-called white. Go ahead though, bro.
Arise ye and let us rise up again against her in battle.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
Before I have made thee small among the heathen. thou
Right,
art
you're
great
base
in sight.
people. And then these other nations hate you.
Joel 30.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hey, these nations hate you, man. They hate that you in power, right? Asia wants next with Japan and China. Especially China. China really think they're gonna ball out. And when you go to the latter end, 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, it talks about how China is gonna get their ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? For basically wanting to be the next whore. Go ahead though, bro.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
Right?
Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, whose habitation is high.
Caucasians, right? So that's your history. You were cave dwellers. You were living in the rocks. When you go to like that city Petra, basically it was made in the rocks. Go ahead, bro. Skyscrapers and all that shit. Yeah. And then what about you get these big ass dually trucks and you put lifts on them? That's you. Go ahead.
Who shall bring me down to the ground?
And that's the pride of Esau. And we're talking about their nobility trickling down to lesser Edomites and social status. Y'all are proud people, but the nobility really think they're going to outsmart the Most High. And it's basically their technology. By the modification of their technology, they really believe they're going to outsmart the Most High. And remember, they're getting this spiritual intel from Satan. Like these motherfuckers really summons up Satan. Like we summon up the Holy Spirit on the right hand side, they do it on the left hand side. Go ahead, bro.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
Right, and the eagle is what? That's right, a prideful bird, and it flies the highest out of all birds, and that's Esau. Esau really puts himself above all these other nations
And it's so heartless, man, because it'll grab their prey, take them to the highest peak.
and drop them like those rams and shit. Yeah. And then them motherfuckers will live up to 70 years old. They get old, bro, and they big as fuck.
Spread wings can go up to like that there 6 feet.
That's a wingspan. Go ahead, bro.
Back in Obadiah 1 and 4, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thyself, set thy nest among the stars,
That's your satellites. You know what I'm saying? Your space stations. Go ahead.
this will I bring thee down.
Right, and that really started happening. Like as soon as you started messing around in space, that's the moment you start going down. Okay, this is the prophecy of Obadiah. As soon as you did that shit, your kingdom started going down. Go ahead, bro.
Keep going.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Y'all have anything else?
Yeah.
All right, we
I
can
was
end it
just
with
going
that.
to earlier how like Dallas, used to be recognized as like like a
Okay,
cleaner
okay.
city. But like over the years, you see like the decadence of Dallas downtown. With the influx of homelessness. It's like really just man, it's crazy to see how this city has really just turned downwardly. So
Man.
this prophecy right here, this Isaiah 14 and 11. Thy hump is brought down to the grave.
That's your pride, right? And the grave is what?
26.
Grave is a low state, a condition. You know?
Isaiah 47, will come down, sit in the dust.
Yeah. Confusion. Go ahead, bro.
At the doors of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee.
That's corrosion. You know, under that's going into your infrastructure. You know, like your bridges is falling, things of that nature.
In the ground, highways,
That's right. Go ahead, speak up, bro.
like the highways, they just collapse because of the corrosion, the dirt, or the foundation of these. Some highways will just be washed away.
Right.
And the highways will collapse. Big ass holes, cars are falling.
Yeah.
Like you say, bridges be collapsing.
Uh-huh.
Infrastructures of homes are getting lopsided.
Yeah.
It's deteriorating, man.
Yep.
This land is dead. So dead comes with corrosion and decay.
That's right. And that's another way we know America's going down. Go ahead, bro.
Now, so the infrastructure report card, I think it's like a C. It's a C now. That's what it's rated as.
Mhm.
So I said go into like aviation, the bridges, the dams, the highways,
Yeah.
drinking water,
Yeah. Damn, man.
hazardous waste, ports, levees, all of it. All
Mhm.
that's included to the infrastructure part, which is the report card
Mhm.
it rates. But like you see, when you go to the word worm, it goes to a cause and a sign of decay.
Yeah.
So America's really decaying like pagan Rome as it did,
Hey, we got 2% left.
Okay.
Hey, but you know what? Since he said that was a good point too. When a body dies, what happens?
Hey,
And then, but that worm comes.
yep.
You know,
Yep.
what assists with the decomposing of the body is the worm. You know. That's how you
So
squat.
I guess the homelessness is part of those maggots, deteriorating these cities.
Yeah. We're gonna do a video on that, bro.
So that pup is brought down to the grave,
Yep.
and the
I got
dust
you
of thy
too.
vials, the worm is spread under thee.
That's right.
And the worms cover thee.
That's right.
How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Right. So you're no longer glorified like you used to be in the 40s and the 30s and the 50s. Right? Look at your cities, man. And then people leaving, moving back. Hey, when I was staying in my old spot, it was filled with Eastern Indians, and I met one guy. He said he was going back to his country. He was going back to his fucking country. So he made his little money and he left. But if you're thriving, why would you leave?
I never knew what a homeless white person was. I
Damn.
thought the Lord's Edomites would go with a trailer park. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But now you see Esau stretched out, laid out on streets, benches, under bridges.
Driving for
you know,
Uber.
Begging for money. And this is supposed to be their kingdom.
Yeah.
And it
That's
shows
it.
you that this devil, he's only concerned with a particular percentage of type of people that he considers, worthy of being in that particular status, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a lot of casualties of war when it comes to their own people.
That's it. And we got a few more precepts, but the phone cuts off Shalom in advance. Go ahead, bro. Is that it?
Yes, sir. So how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations.
Right, through your doctrine. You know, that's how you weaken the nations, with your doctrine. Okay, son of the morning, you have the light. You are luminaries on the left hand side, meaning your knowledge. You know, that's all it is. We are luminaries on the right hand side, beginning with the apostles of Great Millstone via the Holy Spirit.
By you being that light bearer, that shows you what we just read in 2 Corinthians 4th chapter, how you the God of this world.
That's it.
Everybody moves off your influence.
That's right. Which is
How you entice
Satanism.
these other nations through your westernization.
That's it. That's it.
Like when the 9/11 so-called collapse, you see everybody rarely televised about these damn towers. When you see this happen in other countries, something like that, it'll be rarely televised. Like everybody stopped for 9/11.
And stare.
All around the world.
Yeah.
You know? So that shows you how America has always been that golden cup.
Now finish it.
And it's Isaiah 26 and 4 and 5. NLT said, trust in Yahweh Bashim Shah always. For Yahweh Shah, power is an eternal rock. Verse 5.
And the rock is stable, it's sturdy. You know, you can build on it.
Unmovable.
Yeah, unmovable, proven, tried. My bad.
Like verse 5. He humbled the proud and bring down the arrogant city.
And lofty city referring to America.
Yeah.
It's that lofty city, man. Right?
He brings it down to the dust.
Yep. So
Yeah.
going to like these elites, their plans and agendas, and how Bashar Shah will set them for the ultimate open door.
Mm-hmm.
That's where everything they think, like it says in Job about their sufficiency, everybody will feel their
Yeah.
bellies at that table.
Yeah.
And how Shah's going to upset their plans very soon.
They're gonna get close to
He's
super.
gonna, uproot his righteous, his righteous new world order. You know?
Yeah.
So that's nothing you can do in America to try to revive it, try to make America great again. It's already established that Yahweh Shah is going to return with his righteous new world order very soon.
Yep.
So with that, hopefully y'all was edified. I give all under glory again to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua Ba'Shem Ba'Shem.
that was again to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Aki. Shalom.